I'd like to welcome all of you to another segment of the ASA Book Club Moment. My name is Linda Goldfarb, and I'm your host. Today we have another wonderful author. Her name is Mary Beth Lagerborg, and she has a book out called Once a Month Cooking Family Favorites. Once a month cooking. Now, if I could just cook once a month, I'm going to be real excited. So I know I'm going to have to get a copy of this book. So Mary Beth, it is great to have you here. And I know that you have a wonderful partner. And what is her name?
Her name is Mimi Wilson.
Okay, so you and Mimi, you came together. How did you develop this cooking technique?
Well, actually, Mimi developed the cooking technique.
Okay.
And we're talking 27 years ago.
Oh, my
Moms,
goodness.
3 young kids each, and we were doing some freelance writing together. And she called me one day and she said, I figured out a way to cook 30 dinner entrees in a day and freeze them. Why don't you call the Denver Post and see if they want an article? And I thought she was crazy. I said, Mimi, why don't you call the Denver Post and let me know what they say? But they did do a food feature on it. And then people started calling Mimi to tell them over the telephone how to do this. And that drew us to write up the book.
Oh.
Really to get people off our back. And one thing led to another.
To get
and
people,
away we went.
Okay, fine, we'll just write the book then.
Yeah, we'll write the pickin' book. And then we've revised it many times over the years, and now we're bringing out one that's entirely new recipes, the same method, but new recipes.
Okay, so can you share the method with us? Or
I'll
a little
tell
bit,
you.
an overview. An overview.
Okay.
Give us a taste.
Okay.
A taste.
Okay.
I like that.
Actually, I'll share the secret with you.
Okay.
Okay.
We're getting the
The
secret.
secret is you do all similar processes at once, one time. Now think about this. How many times over the course of a month do you brown ground beef?
That's
How many
true.
times do you cook chicken?
True.
Okay, we don't grate cheese anymore. We buy it grated.
Right,
But that
right.
kind of thing.
Okay.
You're going to take a menu from the book, and it's got several options. 2 month worth options, 4 that are 2 weeks worth. You're going to choose one.
Okay.
You're going to take the grocery shopping list to the store. You're going to buy all that stuff. You bring it home, and the next day, we take you by the hand and say, okay, do this, 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 this. You're going to cook all the chicken at one time, and then you're going to assemble it in different chicken dishes. Freeze those. Then you're going to assemble your beef dishes, label those, freeze them. And for you people who only want to cook once for a month, then you've got all this variety of food
this is
in your
great.
freezer. And it takes off a lot. Well, you save money for one thing.
Right.
You save a lot of time over the course of a month. You save that stress of 5 o'clock. What in the world are we going to have for dinner
Absolutely.
tonight? Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, we also have to have a big freezer. Oh, we don't have to have a big freezer.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You can do this.
I can
with
do
your
this.
refrigerator freezer, even the month's worth,
Ooh.
because most of it is frozen in bags, which you could squish flat. You can put them on the door.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what I'm thinking right now, honey, just grab you a bag out of the fridge. You can do this. I have faith
exactly.
in you. Okay. Oh, this is good. I'm liking that.
Let it thaw,
Right.
And then you have a little bit of reheating kind of thing, and it's ready. Throw together a salad, cook some vegetables or something, and you've got dinner.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
you don't
good.
have to do all of this.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
So really, can't just about everybody benefit from this book?
Absolutely. Now, I'm still doing this, if
Okay,
you will.
okay.
3 grown sons.
Ah.
But, for example, this summer, we have a cabin in the mountains. I will leave some at home in the freezer there, take some to the cabin.
Okay.
I've been going to the cabin during the week, leaving my husband and the son who's living at home. Well, they have no excuse. They really do have meals
Right.
in the freezer. And then when the whole family comes up on the weekends, I don't have to spend the weekend at the cabin cooking because I have food in the freezer up there.
Oh, now this is great. Now, when you prepare it, do you tell us how to do it proportionally for the size family that we're cooking for?
That's a good question. No, the recipes they vary.
Okay.
They go from 4 servings up to a few that would be 12, because you may
Oh.
want to do this for company and
Right,
have
right.
a dish in the freezer. However, if you have a smaller family, you could freeze 1 dish in 2 packages and you'd have 2 meals out of it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
So
that would work.
you can just kind of adapt
That
as
would
you
work.
go along.
Okay. Now I can think of a lot of advantages, but share with us, what are the different advantages that we have with this type of cooking process?
Okay, Mimi, my partner, and I feel like the main advantage is the ease in consistently being able to sit around a table with your family and have dinner. It just makes it easier. You know, there are two pieces to that. There's the food piece, and there's the getting everybody together piece. And if you get them together, you don't have the food ready, it kind of falls apart.
Right.
So it's a tool to help families get together and to help you have company easily, so that that's not a big horrendous deal. That's the main advantage. Of course, there are others. If you have young children, 5 o'clock is a horrific time of day, and it takes the stress out of that. If you're a working mom and you want to be able to have dinner pretty soon after you get home from work, it helps you. Let's say one spouse is having surgery or something, and you've got, let's say mom's having a baby for that matter, and you've got food in the freezer to take care of it if you're not feeling very well for a while when you get home.
I have an idea.
Yeah?
Here's my idea. What if we have a whole singles group at church?
Yes.
And they all don't cook well.
Yes.
And they say, can we have a cooking party?
Yes.
And then divvy up the stuff.
Yes.
Ooh.
Absolutely. Now, I attended a class like this at a church, but it was for single moms.
Okay.
And this mom gathered all these single moms together, and they actually did on the spot a few meals that they took home with them. And not only that, but she encouraged these moms. She said, now, if you have a friend you know who's had a bad day, you invite that friend over and you've got a meal to give, because it's a matter of providing a meal and also the joy of giving a meal.
And you're not, like you said earlier, you're not stressed at the last minute. Oh, what am I going to do? It's been a long week. Oh, and we've got to throw something. And it's not thrown together because it's already planned.
Yes.
So it's still a planned meal. You're just planned in advance.
Absolutely.
This is wonderful.
Planned in advance. It has a ring to it.
It absolutely does.
Yes.
It means that we did something purposely.
Yes.
I'm liking that. My husband would say, yeah, right, okay. I think he just threw it together. No, I didn't. No, really. This was planned. This was planned.
Yes.
So now we have everyone around the table.
Yes.
Let's stop for just a second.
Yeah.
And share about that connection time and the importance of that with the family.
Well, we all know there's no guarantee that just because you have the people around the table, that's going to be a quality connecting time.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. But one thing that we get some tips in the back of the book. You know, what might you do with the picky eater? With one thing we're big on is stimulating some conversation that gets you out of that rut of the same old, what happened at work today, what child misbehaved, you know, or, you know, the same old stuff. Right. And so what you do is you ask a question at the table that everyone sitting there will have an answer to, and here's the key, there's no right or wrong answer.
Oh, I like that.
Something like, what's the scariest storm you ever remember? Or what do you like best about our dog? You know, any sort of question like that. There's no right or wrong, so you don't have the brothers cutting down each other that's a stupid answer. You know, just ask a question to get it going at the table. That's fun to do with company.
And it stimulates. It motivates a continuous conversation
we
then as
learn
well.
things about each other.
Yeah, we
even
do.
our spouses, even our children.
You know,
it's
and
really
I think that is so important today, Mary Beth, is that we have to get back to the family table. We've got to get back to that place where family matters, family has value, and that we are sharing important things like that with us. So what you're doing with once a month cooking family favorites, you are giving us the freedom and the free time to be able to make this happen. So I am looking forward to getting a copy of your book. Now, if we have some listeners, some viewers out there that maybe might want to bring you into their community or into their church or to speak, how can they get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me on either of two websites. This one is onceamonthcooking.com, and they'll be able to contact me or contact Mimi as well. And I also have a website called dwellingspace.com. Either way.
Ooh, we'll need to find out more about dwelling space. I'm liking that. Well, Mary Beth, it has been great to have you with us. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to this book. And I know now you have another book that's out there that preceded this one.
Yes, the Once a Month Cooking, the classic, as we say. And this is Once a Month Cooking Family Favorites.
Family favorites, classic family favorites. I'm liking this.
Okay.
This is excellent. Again, diversity with the ASA women and their books and their motivation to help you and your life be simpler, for your life to be happier, for you to be able to come up around the table and to be able to just share with your spouse, with your friends, with your family, and have a good time. Isn't that what mealtime is supposed to be about? And if we can plan it 30 days ahead, I am all for that. I am all for that. Thank you so much, Mary Beth, and make sure and visit her website at onceamonthcooking.com. We look forward to having you here with us again for another ASA Book Club moment. Thank you. Bye-bye.